What's going on, y'all? This your boy DeAndrew coming to you from Relatable TV, and I'm back with another video. As y'all know, got my Nas. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all go get one. I already pulled it up, because we gonna get into this video. Thank you to all my subscribers. That ball is rolling. We keeping the show going. I want to stop and just say I appreciate all the support and the feedback that I get, positive and negative. But today we're gonna talk about respect, and that's a big topic that I feel like a lot of people really get misconstrued with things. So, this is a question that was given to me, and I definitely want to elaborate on this. A very good question at that. But to me, I feel like when you talk about respect, I feel like that word gets thrown around so loosely because I've been called disrespectful for speaking my mind. Not like cussing, not yelling, not nothing, but just speaking my mind. I've been called disrespectful for disagreeing with elders. I've been called disrespectful, which for me, I am not a disrespectful person by nature. Again, y'all hear me always say most people know me. Anybody that knows me, they'll know I'm not disrespectful until you push my buttons. Then I can go there. I definitely can go there, like really. But that's not in my nature to be disrespectful. I give respect when respect is given to me. And to me, there's like stipulations on respect. So you have to respect people based on like positioning, based on age, based on, all this different type. No. If you show me respect, I'll show you respect. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care about that. I will show you respect if you show me respect. So in my generation, with my generation, and generations under me, we get called disrespectful. And I think the problem is they get having a choice and a voice misconstrued with being disrespectful, because a lot of the elders, the older generations, they didn't have a voice. They didn't have a choice. They just kind of followed suit. They followed tradition. They followed religion. They followed, the society rules and different things like that. All these made up rules where you're not supposed to do. So they didn't have a voice or a choice. So y'all can write that down too. But they didn't have a voice or a choice. And in my generation, we're the start of that era where we're understanding that we can do what we want. We can live how we want. We could be with who we want to be with. We could live like we can do whatever it is that we want to do. We don't feel the repercussions that the older generations felt, because you had a whole group, the 1 in 10. You couldn't be the 1 in 10 back in the day. You had to be the 10 in 10. You had to. But now we have more of a choice now, because we can see that I don't have to be like this and I don't have to be like that. But to the people that don't understand, because they didn't have choices, they're gonna label it. They're gonna say it's disrespectful. And again, all this is my opinion. I know how I am. This is just my opinion. But I just feel like when it comes to respect, I respect people that respect me, and that's across the board. Don't be an older person and come to me, call yourself cussing me out and stuff. Why I gotta sit? Why you think I gotta sit there and take that from you? Like, why? Explain that to me. Give me the rule book and break that down to me of why you feel like I gotta take that kind of disrespect from you, and I can't say nothing back to you because you're older than me. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me at all. So with that, and then when you say being older than me, what does that mean? You know more than me because you've lived longer than me? That doesn't even make sense to me. I've been through stuff that older people have never been through. I've been through stuff that some older people have. But my life is completely different from the next person's life, the next older, younger. My life is different. I've done things, I've seen things, I've felt things, I've done things. So just because you've been here longer, so this is just an example. If you're an older person and you stay in one place, talking about one city, one state, and then I happen to move to your city or your state or whatever the case is, you can't tell me nothing, because I've lived in different states and different cities. So you can't tell me that you know more. You ain't never stepped outside of your comfort zone. So you can't tell me to respect an opinion is an opinion, but don't talk to me like I'm supposed to recognize because you're older than me, because I've been through stuff you haven't been through. I've been places you haven't been. So that's my logic on respect. Now, when it comes to our generation, the thing is, you do have people that's like, okay, You know what? Now there are disrespectful people. Don't get it twisted. From all ages, different age ranges. There's disrespectful people in all different age groups. But even when you talk about positioning, I know I'm getting all over the place, but even when you talk about positioning, so you have a supervisor at work or a boss or whatever the case is, and because of their position, you can't tell them how you feel. You're supposed to tighten up when they come around. Man, you still a person. If you a man and you my supervisor, you still a man at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what your job description is. I'm not gonna respect you just because you got some plaques on the wall. I'm not gonna respect you just because you went to college and I didn't. And so, no, we're still two human beings. You're not gonna disrespect me and talk to me crazy just because you feel like you in a certain position at a company. That's not how that works with me. I'm gonna respect you if you respect me, and that's simple. Don't let them titles get y'all asses whooped. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them titles get you cussed out. And I've been trying to work on my cousin too. Excuse me for that. But you know what I'm saying? It's just a respect thing is just something that is given and received. So if you give me respect, I promise you I'll give you respect. Now with respect, that means you have to respect someone's opinion. That means you have to respect someone's boundaries. But don't come to me crossing lines, and then when I react to how you crossing my lines, then you want to tell me, oh yeah, he's just, nah, man, like that's not respect to me. Respect is, you know, trying to understand where someone comes from, and then just understanding that we all not gonna think the same, we all not gonna talk the same, act the same, or none of that. Respect that. Respect me as a person, as an individual, not even as a man, but just as an individual, as a human being. And I just think that word gets thrown around, so the word disrespectful gets thrown around so loosely, and it's like, what am I supposed to do if I'm in Walmart and some old lady, 90-something years old, come up to me, cussing me out, calling me out my name and stuff like that? What am I supposed to do? If I walk away, that's disrespectful. If I say something back, that's disrespectful. So what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I don't understand that kind of stuff. If I'm on the phone with somebody that's older than me and they call themselves cussing me out, if I say something back, I'm disrespectful. If I hang up on them, I hung up in their face. That's disrespectful. So what am I supposed to do? And who do they think they are? And why they feel like they obligated and they feel like they can talk to me the way? Don't nobody own me. You know what I'm saying? No one owns me and no one owns you. So with that, when we understand that, you got to give me what you want, man. So if you show me disrespect, then I'll show you disrespect. And I just feel like that should be across the board. Now, again, there's a fine line because there are disrespectful people out there. But with those, you know, hey, fire with fire, if that's what it is. Or you can just walk away, because what are you called if you walk away from a disrespectful person? Like, what, I really want to know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So, or if you just shut down on them or whatever the case is. But it's like, when it comes to respect, I just really feel like that's something that gets thrown around, saying our generation is so disrespectful, and, you know, these kids, they don't respect nothing. They don't, you know, well, times are different at that. Times are very different because respect came from us. It came from discipline. Now, for some reason in today's day, when the parents that used to discipline, and when they become grandparents, they don't want to discipline the grandchildren. You get what I'm saying? So that it lightens the load. And then some parents, like myself, who grew up with discipline, getting his ass whooped, then it's like, we don't want to whoop our kids. So if you don't whoop, because the only thing that kept me in line was ass whooping. That was the respect. You know what I'm saying? Man, them teachers about to call my mom, man, I'm about to lose my mind, man. They're going to call my mom, is going to whoop my ass, man. So I got to tighten up. I'm going, you know, I'm going to cry. I'm going to tense up. I'm going to do all this because I don't want to get that whooping. So that respect was drawn by the discipline. So if the discipline is gone, how y'all take out discipline and then say we're disrespectful now? That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to whoop ass and stuff like that. I still do. I whoop my children. But it's more of a discipline thing. When I whoop my children, when I discipline my kids, right after, and a whooping for me is like 3 or 4 pops, you know, with a cotton belt or something like that. It ain't no leather belt, ain't no rods or nothing like that. This is, you know, just a couple licks with a little cotton belt or something like that. And then after I discipline my kids, I talk to them, you know, I tell them, you know, I don't like doing this, but wrong is wrong. Because when you step out to this world, they're not going to have that kind of same respect for you. They're not going to have that same kind of mentality for you. Them police slapping them cuffs on your wrist, they're not going to care about how much you crying, and they ain't going to care none of that. So I have to show discipline in order to get them kind of prepared for, you know, for life. Because there is discipline in life in different ways for different races and different people and different things like that. But I'm getting off subject. when it comes to respect, I just feel like it's something that, if it's something that you want, it's something you have to give. That's just what it is. I'm not gonna take somebody disrespecting me and just sit there and recognize. I'm not gonna do that. I'm about to be 32 next month, and I'm just not. I don't feel like I have to, and I don't care who it's from. Where I do not care, and I feel like that should be everyone's mentality. Because if that's everyone's mentality, there will be more respect shown. Don't come to me thinking that I'm supposed to recognize. Then people have this thing where somebody might feel like they tougher than somebody, so they could say stuff to you, they can joke with you, fuck with you, but then when you say something back, they get mad, and no nigga, like that's not how we get down. Like, nah, if you disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you. That's just what it is. Show respect and then you'll get it. So I hope that answers the question that was given to me, and I know this video was a little raw compared to my other videos because I definitely wanted to, like, you know, touch on this topic, because I'm tired of hearing these older generations say that we're disrespectful, and all we do is have a voice and a choice, and they never had one. So I don't even think it's a form of being disrespect. If I'm speaking my opinion, that's just respect my opinion, because you want me to respect yours. So what's the difference? What's the difference? You been here longer? That's great. What does that mean? You ain't been through half the stuff I've been through. I ain't been through half the stuff you've been, and that's cool too. So, what does that mean? Who got to respect who more? You know what I'm saying? So, that's it, y'all. Like I said, I want to thank my supporters. And like I said, my subscribers are going up. And I really appreciate all the support and love that I'm getting, all the feedback that I'm getting. I hope this video answers your question. And y'all make sure y'all go get y'all Nas. Tell them I sent you. And I'll see y'all on the next video.